tried so many of the beers here. Some from Uno's, some from Basil Tea's, Triumph. It's a very difficult decision as far as which one's the best. So the thing is, as long as it's good, fresh beer, I mean, how could you go wrong? This right here is Uno's Gus and Gale Porter. Have a great happy hour there. One of my favorite places to go.
I have been helping out at Basil Tea's. I guess, well, have I been helping out? I guess I've been helping out, yes. Yeah, last 2 weeks, Gretchen actually helped me get up to speed on her brewing equipment, which is quite different than heavyweights, and she let me make a seasonal beer. So I brewed a English dark mild yesterday, which will be on tap in July sometime. Basil Tea's seasonal beer there.
The focal point of our brewery are the hand-pumped ales, like our best bitter, which we have on tap. And we try to keep 2 or 3 beers on the hand pumps at any given time. We don't filter any of our beer or pasteurize it. It's always served off in sediment. Usually pretty low carbonation levels as well, so it doesn't interrupt with the flavor too much.
What I like to do is I like to find a style and try and drink around the tables with the same style, get a real feel for the style, and then once you're done with that, move on to the next thing. Start light, go to darker. You know, keep the hoppier stuff for last, because once you get a lot of hops in your mouth, you're pretty much not going to be able to taste anything else. So start with lighter beers, go around the bar, go around the area, taste everything, and then, you know, by the time you do that 2 or 3 times, you should get a nice taste of New Jersey craft brews.
I've done a couple other beer fests. I've done the World Cafe, but never the New Jersey Beer Fest. So it's nice. It's a good day to do it on the Battleship.
New Jersey's good. It's a different type of beer down here. The only drawback I would say is this is a smaller beer fest. However, I have been to the Atlantic City Beer Festival in New Jersey, which completely blows anyone I've been to in Pennsylvania out of the water. So New Jersey rates up there.
Let's see. Today I've tried the Flagfish Summer House Ale. It's pretty good. Triumph makes a really good, their white Belgian beer. It's pretty good. Let's see, any of the wheat beers that have been here today, and the hefeweizens have been really good.
I've had seconds of the JJ somebody, his raspberry wheat beer. JJ's a good man.
Harvest Moon is basically, you know, it's a college type bar. We're in a college town, so I try to contour my beers toward that clientele. So a lot of the beers that I brew there are kind of considered to me as transitional beers. I want to get the crowd that likes light beer, cheaper beer, and move them on towards our more, like, I guess, hoppier beers and more flavorful beers. So I consider myself more of a transitional brewer. I want to transition people, especially the college crowd who like mostly, you know, natural ice or whatever, and get them into hops a little bit. So we have our Moonlight, which I think moves into our mild, which goes into our pale ale, and hopefully people transition in those steps towards better beer and respecting beer.
Tim Kelly, new brewer at the Sun Tavern. Starting off slow, going to be tweaking things over time, hopefully come up with some new stuff. The owners don't know it yet, but I hope to be making some different things, my own things, and then when a regular runs out, I'm just going to slip one in every now and then, you know. The argument being better a tank with something in it than an empty tank, waiting for the style to finish. But I'm hoping in the wintertime for the Thanksgiving, Christmas season to do a brew it. We'll be doing a nice double bock. I will brew it under the sign of the goat, Captain Miller. Be ready for March, February, March, spring. Pumpkin ale, my own recipes. Vienna lagers. I'm hoping to do a lot more lagers. You know, most of the breweries around here are doing ales because of the high turnaround time, but I'm hoping to be able to dedicate one tank to be able to do some good lagers. Check Pilsners for the spring. Again, the double box, Vienna lagers and such.
We are pouring an IPA. It's called Ike's IPA that Uno's brews only in the Woodbridge store. It stands for India Pale Ale, nice, mild, hoppy, about 5.5% alcohol. We're also doing a dark mild, which is a seasonal for us. It's about 4% alcohol, nice dark color, but still a mild flavor, more of like a dark session beer. We also have a maibocks, which is a nice, stronger, about 7% alcohol, but light, and has a really nice springy, but finishes with a nice hop to it. So if you like the hoppier IPAs and stuff like that, it's interesting. And we also have our porter that we always have on tap. That's Gust and Gale Porter, about 5.5% alcohol, dark, nutty, got a little hints of coffee, full mouthfeel, and it's quite delicious.
Well, no, I didn't try any of the porters. I tried an IPA from the Uno's Pizzeria. That was pretty tasty too. But I don't know, it's a nice summer day. I was trying to stay with some of the lighter beers.
I had all three of the flying fish. I had the summer ale. I had the hop fish. I also had the IPA. Was it? It was good. I liked the cricket. The Cricket Hill was very good. I also had the summer ale, the maibocks, and the East Coast Lager was good.
We brewed a lager because our opening day when we moved into our brewery was May of 2001. We filed for our brewer's permit June of 2001 because you have to be in the building before you file. They said 3 to 4 months before we get our brewer's permit. Along came September 11th. The only thing left was background checks by the FBI. Clearly, we weren't going to get our brewer's permit until a long time from then. So we made a lager. We had all the time in the world. So otherwise, most microbreweries won't do a lager because it takes too much time, but it was so good, we waited, we finally got our permit the following year when the FBI could get a break, and then we came out with our East Coast Lager. And to this day, it's our best-selling beer.
Basically, as long as it's good and fresh, I'll drink it, it's good.
I will definitely come back next year.
Cheers! Ziggy zag, oi, oi, oi! Once it hits your lips, so good. So good. So good. So good.